American Pickers Frank Fritz walking again after stroke, left right side paralyzed as he improves daily with therapy. Frank, 59, suffered a stroke in July 2022 and was placed under a conservatorship and guardianship while he recovers from the medical emergency. A friend of the American Pickers alum gave an update on the private star's condition today in an exclusive interview with the U.S. Sun. The pal told the U.S. Sun, "Frank continues to improve daily. You're never 100% after a stroke, but he's fine. He's aware of what's going on. If he were sitting here right now, you could sit and talk to him. He's the same old Frank." Frank was wheelchair-bound after suffering the stroke and even had a ramp installed outside his Iowa home. The friend shared, "He can walk, but he's always going to need the wheelchair because he can't walk long distances. Basically, you lose motion." He lost motion. A stroke can affect your left or your right side. It affected his right side. The insider said Frank continues to go to outpatient therapy weekly for a few hours. Frank is a private person and enjoys being totally out of the limelight. The friend said the biggest misconception about Frank is his health. The source said, "He's had a stroke, but he's definitely not debilitated to the point where he can't do anything or do whatever he wants. He doesn't have any problems with that. It's just a change of lifestyle, and it slowed him down. He's the same old Frank. He has a good attitude and a great sense of humor. His mindset is positive. We crack jokes all the time. You gotta make the best of the situation, so he's come to terms with all of that. His mind is right, he's a happy guy and his sense of humor is there." The U.S. Sun broke in August 2022 that the conservatorship and guardianship was filed on behalf of Frank. His friend, Chris Davis, is the guardian, while Midwestone Bank is the conservator. The documents obtained by the U.S. Sun showed just how much Frank improved in 1 year. The court papers read, "Because of his stroke, Mr. Fritz's decision-making capacity is so impaired that he is unable to care for his own safety or to provide for necessities such as food, shelter, clothing, or medical care without which physical injury or illness may occur. Mr. Fritz's decision-making capacity is so impaired that he is unable to communicate or carry out important decisions concerning his own financial affairs." An exhibit was filed in the court papers from a doctor allegedly claiming Frank does not have decisional capacity. The legal papers continued, "Decisions must be made for Mr. Fritz's care and placement while he continues to recover and receive treatment for his injuries. Appointment of a guardian and conservator is necessary to avoid immediate harm to him. The guardian will help Frank with his Crohn's disease treatment and continued physical therapy. He will also help the former American Pickers star grocery shop, cook, and get him to activities." During his time off the show, Frank lost 65 pounds and entered rehab for alcohol addiction in Iowa for 77 days. Frank also revealed his feud with co-star Mike during the 2021 interview with the U.S. Sun. Frank said, "I haven't talked to Mike in 2 years. He knew my back was messed up, but he didn't call me up and ask how I was doing. That's just how it is." The show is tilted towards him 1000%. "I can't even bend that far down to show you how much. That's fine. It's like you've got Aerosmith, and there's Steven Tyler, and he's the front man. I found my spot. I'm second, and he's number 1 on the show. That's no problem with me." Maybe he does have a problem. He also admitted, "I think Mike wants to get his brother Robbie in there to replace me. I don't know why he's behaving like that towards me." But a friend told the Quad City Times that Frank and Mike have mended their relationship, as they had a tearful reunion over Memorial Day weekend. The insider said, "This was not a feud between Mike and Frank at all. They were not feuding. They needed separation to appreciate each other." The friend revealed that the longtime buddies' relationship became tense after 11 seasons of working 10-hour days, 7 days a week on the reality TV show. She told the newspaper that the long-awaited reunion left the men in tears. The friend said, "Both were crying." Mike brought up how nervous they both were to be going on David Letterman, which was one of their first big appearances. Mike told his longtime co-star, "Nobody can replace you, Frank." The arrangements were made after Frank told the friend, "I need to talk to Mike." The insider ended, "Mike really stressed all the good times they had before the show and during the show. Mike did say he'd like Frank back on the show, but Frank is focused on his health.